Andor's Tony Gilroy just did George Lucas so proud with the season 2 finale and the conclusion of Bix's story. It's easy to miss how important this moment is. At the core of Star Wars is George Lucas's relatively simple moral code and philosophical message. Greed, power, and selfishness are bad. Sacrifice, compassion, and selflessness are good.
I mean, you got the dark side, the light side. One is selfless, one is selfish. And when you want stuff and you get stuff, then you are afraid somebody's going to take it away from you, whether it's a person or a thing, a particular pleasure.
When Bix leaves Cassian toward the end of season 2, it's unthinkable, leaving him in the middle of the night while nothing but a video message is there to greet him in the morning, and she says she is choosing the rebellion over a life with him.
We have to win. We have to beat them. So I'm choosing for the both of us. I'm choosing the rebellion.
Cassian loves her and wants to quit the fight to go somewhere safe and to have a family together. So to remove temptation, Bix leaves. And on the surface, it looks pretty harsh. Then Bix appears at the end on a peaceful farm, not fighting Imperials or making bombs or killing stormtroopers, but holding a child in her arms. We can presume this is Cassian's baby, a child he doesn't even know he has. And it's really heartbreaking. It also led to some backlash with certain Star Wars fans who wanted to see Bix kicking butt in the rebellion and see motherhood as a kind of surrender. But this is the exact opposite. Having children is a sacrifice and the surrender of self, and A New Hope in Star Wars is literally children born and then protected by Kenobi, Uncle Owen, and Aunt Beru. Remember the Force Healer from Episode 7, who feels in Cassian a sort of divine importance.
All that you've been gathering, the strength of spirit. So easy to lose faith.
She sees his future, and that he's going to be a, quote, messenger that changes the course of galactic history. Bix believes in this deeply, and she believes Cassian is important, not herself, and that his role in the rebellion is going to be one of the most important things that happens in the universe. And she is right. It's why she leaves, not to go fight, but to free Cassian to be the hero that the galaxy needs. She has his baby, and she still goes it alone. In our world, that's pretty cold, to not call your partner and tell them they are a father. But in this Star Wars moment, it's the embodiment of George Lucas's light side of selflessness.
There are two kinds of people in the world: compassionate people and selfish people. The selfish people live on the dark side. The compassionate people live on the light side. Not thinking about yourself, thinking about others, that gives you a joy that you can't get any other way.
Of course she wants Cassian. Of course she wants him in her life. Of course she wants the baby to have a father. But her duty to the rebellion changed whenever she realized she was pregnant. But here's the thing, she did not abandon the rebellion or the cause. Instead, she served it by embracing this duty of single motherhood so that Cassian could fulfill his destiny that the Force had in mind for him. And that is so heavy. It is really heavy. The galaxy was cast into darkness, and the Empire was born by a man who could not give up the woman he loved, Anakin. His selfishness and possessiveness of Padme, treating her like a sacred object, destroyed everything. But the Empire will be ended by a man and a woman who gave up one another. Cassian gave up love for duty. Bix gave up love for duty. Not just a new life, a baby, but a duty to Cassian and the will of the Force. On a spiritual level, if you're a person of faith, this is the epitome of following God's commands even when it hurts and doesn't make sense. Abraham and Isaac, Esther and Xerxes, David and Goliath. That's what the Force is here, and Bix surrenders to it while not having any evidence that it's true or that there will be guarantees of success. She just has a feeling, and she listens to it. And it's one of the most profoundly beautiful things I have ever seen in Star Wars. Something we talk a lot about on this channel, Geeky Stoics, is the power of taking on responsibility as a launching pad towards adventure. Maximum responsibility equals maximum adventure. That is Star Wars, and that is Andor. After years of disappointing stories and messages from Disney-era Star Wars, I think George Lucas must be really proud.